All right, welcome to Sanskrit Dialogues. My name is Abhilash, and you are on day 4, in which we are going to learn the as dhatu, where as means to be, right? So if I say aham asmi, I mean I am. Bhavan asti is you are. Okay, then we could add other things to it to expand it and say aham atra asmi, bhavan tatra asti, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we're gonna learn a few words now and practice those words uh, because the thing with Kri Dhatu, what we have been doing till now, all the Karoti, Karomi, and all of those, is that it allows you to define what is happening in terms of action. But I am here is not an action. I'm just here. The TV is there. The car is, where is the car? All of these are questions we are going to ask where nothing is action is happening. So we're going to use the as dhatu and hopefully be able to speak a few more things. Okay.
What is dhatu? Dhatu is the
Dhatu is
seed.
the root word.
Acha.
Instead of
Like Kri becomes Kritavan, Kritavati, Karomi, all of that. The as becomes its own things. Okay, here we go. We remember these things. Yes, we remember aham and the other aham. Yes, we remember
Bhavan.
Bhavan, and you remember Bhavati. We're still in singulars. Then we have our
Saha.
Saha,
Sa.
and we have
Sa.
Sa. Yes, in the as dhatu, unlike the Kri dhatu, we don't have a differentiation between the male and female. It's the same words. Okay. So if I wanted to say in the past tense that aham, I was. Okay, keep quiet, please. Aham, I was. Okay. So how would I say that? What are the four forms? Let's see. In English, it would be was, is,
Where?
will be, and be or become. Yes, these are the four terms, and we might say in place of was we might say were, in place of is we might say are, stuff like that. But this is past, present, future, and imperative. Yeah. Let's get rid of all of this and try to understand where is our Sanskrit version of this. We'll start with past tense. Okay. So for aham, the past tense is what am I doing? Asam. Okay. So aham, asam. Once again, somebody else wants to join the class. Whereas if I am talking about Bhavan, Bhavati, Saha, or Sa, I am going to be using Asit. Both of them have the halan, which are half letters. So if I want to say I was, I would say aham asam. Okay. If I want to say you were, or he was, or she was, I would say Bhavan asit, Bhavati asit, Saha asit, Sa asit. Make sense? This is the past tense. Now, if I want to say in the present tense that I am, if I want to say I am here, I would say aham atra asmi. So the word is asmi, and for everybody else, it is
Asti.
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 Okay, so I can say Kiranaha tatra asti, Namita tatra asti, aham atra asmi, mobile phone
Right.
atra asti. Atra
Right.
is here, tatra is there.
Okay.
Okay, then there is the future tense, and this is the one which is simplest to understand. Future is bhavishya, right?
Bhavishya.
So this becomes bhavishya me. Aham bhavishyami. Bhavan, you can guess from this now.
Bhaviswamo.
No,
Bhavishyati.
that's plural.
Bhavishyati.
Perfect. Bhavishyati. Okay? Bhavan bhavishyati means you will be. Bhavan Greece deshe bhavishyati. If I say, it means you will be in Greece. Okay? And finally, I have the one which is applicable only to Bhavan and Bhavati, which is called as, you can guess from this, if this is asti, this would be as
Tu.
tu. Like how it was, karoti had become karotu, kurvanti has become kurvantu, asti has become astu. Yes?
Astu is what? Be.
Astu is be. It's like a imperative, a command. Kalyanamastu, if I say, let there be good. If I say tatha astu, let it be what you said. So that becomes tathastu, right? Shubhamastu means I'm wishing that there will be good in your life. Yeah, makes sense?
Yes, sir.
So these are our words, and I am going to now color code these. It's actually as simple as this. We don't have to worry about gender here at all. Okay? And this is it. With this, let's start forming a sentence. And I want to put, let's say, one word here, which is either atra or tatra. You pick. If you want to say here, say
Here.
atra.
Atra
If
there.
you want to say there, say tatra. If you want to ask where, say kutra. Okay? This is going to be where. This is here. This is there. Okay? So if I want to say aham atra asmi, what do I mean?
I am here.
If I want to ask where are you,
Bhavan kutra
Bhavan
asti.
putra asti.
or
Bhavati kutra asti.
bhavati kutra asti. Bhavati. So stress on the ti a little more, it's not bhavati.
Okay.
Okay? He is there.
He is there.
Bhavan tatra asti.
He is
He.
there.
Sa
Saha
tatra
asti.
asti.
Yeah? She will be there.
Sa tatra
Bhavishyati.
bhavisyati.
Yeah? I will be there.
Aham tatra
Bhavishyami.
Aham
bhavisyami.
tatra bhavishyami. Yeah? I was there.
Aham tatra asmi.
Asam.
Was.
Aham tatra asam.
Aham tatra asam.
Asam.
Remember? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how many
Where
sentences
were
do we
you?
have? Sorry.
Where were you? How will I ask?
Where were you? You
Mm.
ask, no. You have all the words here.
Bhavan.
Mhm.
Where?
Kutra.
Kutra.
Kutra. Asit.
Bhavan kutra asit. Where were you?
Kutra asit.
Bhavan kutra. Oh, you're actually asking him. Okay. I thought you were just making a sentence.
Mm.
Bhavan kutra asit. Bhavati kutra asit. Saha kutra asit. Sa kutra asit. Aham kutra asam. This is when you have memory loss. Aham kutra asam. Aham tatra bhavishyami.
Sir, it takes time to get the joke in Sanskrit.
I know that is a
Okay.
question.
Uh, so there is that standard joke, no? It's like once you start practicing that name questions, right? Kim. So it's like Mama Nama Abhilasha. Bhavan Nama Kim. Bhavati Nama Kim. At one point, you start getting all mixed up and you go Mama Nama Kim. And that is the memory loss joke first. Anyway, back to this. Are these words making sense? Okay.
Yes, sir. Slowly, slowly.
Aham asam, aham asmi, aham bhavishyami. Bhavan asit, bhavan asti, bhavan bhavishyati. Bhavan astu. Bhavati asit, bhavati asti, bhavati bhavishyati, bhavati astu. Saha asit, asti, bhavishyati. Sa asit, asti, bhavishyati. There is nothing to remember with respect to gender at all here. This is all, gender agnostic in a lot of way. Okay.
Asit is a little confusing. Rest is fine.
Asit is confusing.
Feels like
Okay.
somebody's name.
Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. Hopefully, you will remember the kutra, tatra, atra, because we are now going to write the plural forms. Okay? Who remembers this? Aham,
Vayam.
Vayam.
aham,
Vayam.
Vayam.
but pink vayam. Then bhavati,
Bhavat.
Bhavatyah.
Bhavatyah.
Bhavatyaha.
Bhavantyah.
bhavat,
Bhavatyaha.
Bhavatyah.
bhavatyah. Sa becomes
Ta.
Taha.
Ta. Ta.
Aha.
taha.
Mm.
Bhavan becomes
Bhavantaha.
Bhavanta.
bhavantah. And saha becomes?
Te.
Te.
All right. Okay. These are hopefully in your mind now somewhat. Okay. Now let us get the difficult words out of the way. Okay. Because this is another set of 7 new words now. Asam jo hai, it becomes, and you can't guess this. It becomes very confusing. It becomes asma. Aham asam. I was. Vayam asma. We were.
Mm.
Aham asam. Vayam asma.
Mm.
See how this is a half letter, this is a full letter. Asam, asma. Yeah? This will take some effort. Asit becomes asan, half. Okay? Which is Bhavan asit, you were. Bhavantah asan, you all were. Bhavati asan, bhavatyah, sorry, bhavati asit, bhavatyah asan. Sah asit, te asan. Sa asit, taha asan. Yes? Let's practice this a bit. I'll get the words back again. The atra tatra kutra. These are just support words. Kutra, atra, tatra. So we can use these to support. Okay. Aham tatra. You have to finish the sentence for me. Aham tatra
Awesome.
Awesome.
asam. This is the
Awesome.
singular.
Singular.
Yeah?
Hmm.
ज़्यादा हो रहा है? Let's do this. Singular, plural, singular, plural. Okay? This portion is past. This is present. This is future. This is imperative. This is first person. This is second person. This is third person. And these are our combinations. I was there.
Aham
Aham tatra
tatra asam.
Aham tatra asam.
Asmi.
asam. Asmi is present.
Oh, there, yeah.
Hmm.
Awesome.
I feel like I have written all this, but I'll have to unfortunately delete all of this again because I overwrote in spaces that were supposed to be empty. We'll get back to that in a second. Should I finish writing the words? Let the overwhelm be done once and for all, and then we'll talk.
Sure.
Go for it.
Okay. So, asmi becomes smaha. Okay? Don't laugh. Asti becomes
Taha. No.
santi. These two are predictable. Who's going to predict this? Bhavishyami becomes?
Bhavishyata.
Taha.
Huh?
Bhavishyata.
Same rule as karishyami. What was the equivalent of karishyami?
Karishyanti.
No, bhavishyami.
Karishyamaha. So bhavishyamaha.
Yup. Finally, one thing which is predictable. Bhavishyamaha. And this one, again, is predictable. If it is bhavishyati, this will
Bhavishyanti.
be
Bhavishyati.
bhavishyanti. This is also actually predictable. Let's see who will predict this. It's been following the same pattern 3 times now. The 4th time also it follows the pattern.
Santu.
All right. There we go.
Santu, how did you predict that?
I know Sanskrit.
Amazing.
Namita is still very confused. What happened here?
No, seriously, how did you predict that? On what?
Take your time, Namita. Think a little. No, wait. Let her figure it out. Now that you know the answer, try and figure this out. You'll feel better after you figure it out.
That won't happen today.
Okay. This in the Kri Dhatu,
Always
it
is
was
thing. Two against here.
What is it?
Asti.
this was Karoti, and here it was Karotu.
Always that pattern.
Here it was Kurvanti. Here it was Kurvantu. Here it is Asti. It is astu. So if this is santi, what would this be?
My God.
Yes. But good job, Kiran. Did Nirbhay also say it? Or
No,
only
sir.
Kiran?
I didn't.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So now we have all the words.
Ruchika, hats off. Yeah, you got first rank for this. I mean,
Dude, this is like
This is
tip
अभी
of
तो party शुरू हुई है.
iceberg.
I know, I can't imagine.
There. I am already wearing it. Astu santu is imperative. Okay. So now let's form sentences. Okay. I want to say we were there. We
there.
are here. We will be where. Okay, that's the thing.
What's the first one?
We were there. We are here. We will be
no.
where.
One by one, Abhilash.
No,
We
no,
were
no.
there.
Okay, we were there.
We
Get the full sentence in head first and then speak. Don't construct sentence with word by word.
we were
Aham tatra asam.
Vayam.
Uh-huh.
We were there. Why?
Asam.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Vayam tatra asam.
No, not asam.
Asma.
Asma, yeah. Vayam tatra asma.
Asma.
Asma. Vayam tatra asma. We are here.
We are here. Vayam tatra sama.
Smaha.
Smaha. Smaha.
Vayam tatra smaha. Yes?
Yeah.
We will be where?
Vayam putra bhavisyama.
Awesome. Yeah. Now say all three sentences one by one without
Vayam.
pause. Take your time to think and tell.
Vayam tatra asam. Vayam tatra asma.
Smaha.
Vayam putra bhavisyama.
Awesome. Kiran, do this, but not for Vayam, but for you.
Yeah. This kutra, atra, and tatra were?
Atra is where? Atra
All
is
right.
Atra is here. Tatra is there.
I'm going to write here. Kutra is where. Atra is here. Tatra is there.
Okay. Bhavantaha kutra asam. No, it should, yeah, asam only. No.
No, you forgot the questions. What were the English questions? Where were we?
No, you were there. You are here. Where will you be? Or you will be where?
English में ही समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
अरे तुम वहां थे, तुम यहाँ हो, तुम कहाँ होगे?
बहुत philosophical लग रहा है.
हाँ वही. रुचिका तू बोल.
Okay. भवन्तः तत्र आसन्. भवन्तः अत्र सन्ति. भवन्तः कुत्र भविष्यन्ति.
Is that making sense? Yeah. Bhavantaha is you all. Tatra is there. The orange one goes where? Orange one goes to only here in past. Look at these colors. This orange goes only here in past. So it has to be either asit or asan. But since it's plural, it's asan. So bhavantaha tatra asan. भवन्तः अत्र सन्ति, भवन्तः कुत्र भविष्यन्ति?
Where will you be? Where you? Middle one क्या था?
You are here. You were there. You are here. Where will you be?
अच्छा, okay. Got
Okay.
it.
भवन्तः तत्र आसन्, भवन्तः अत्र सन्ति, भवन्तः तत्र कुत्र भविष्यन्ति.
So what about the Santu?
Santu is it's a
Okay.
command.
Kalish.
Bhavantaha atra Santu, you can say?
No, you can say be here.
Hmm.
If you want to say be here, tomorrow morning by 9 o'clock, be here. If you want to say, then you use Santu.
Okay.
Bhavantah 9 o'clock again.
ಭವಂತಃ 8 o'clock ಅನ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ? ಅಷ್ಟವಾದನೆ ಅತ್ರ ಸಂತು.
ಹಾ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಗಮನಿಸಿ.
Okay, Namita, for you female.
ಭವತ್ಯಃ ತತ್ರ ಆಸ್ಮ.
Asma is for me.
Asan.
Ma is always aham.
Right.
Asan.
भवत्यः तत्र आसन्. भवत्यः अत्र सन्ति. भवत्यः कुत्र भविष्यन्ति.
Awesome. Now for you people, they, boys.
You, they boys. ते तत्र आसन्. ते अत्र सन्ति. ते कुत्र भविष्यन्ति. No? Bhavishanti.
Yeah. Bhavishanti. Kiran, for they, girls.
Taha tatra asan, taha atra santi, taha kutra bhavishyanti.
Awesome. Nirbhay Singh.
Yes,
For
sir.
we were there, we are here, we will be where?
We were there. We are here. We will where?
तुम इंग्लिश टू इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेट कर रहे हो क्या?
सोच रहा हूँ
अच्छा, ओके.
नहीं, मुझे भी यही प्रॉब्लम हुआ था. इंग्लिश में ही समझ में नहीं आ रहा था. Forget हिंदी.
We were there. वयम कुत्र आसन्. वयम कुत्र आसम्.
We were there, not where. We were there.
Tatra.
yes. वयम तत्र आसम्. वयम
आसम कि आस्म?
वयम तत्र आसम्.
आसम नहीं, आसम is singular. Asma is plural.
आसम्. आस्म. वयम तत्र आस्म.
वयम
yeah, we are here. वयम अत्र अस्म. वयम कुत्र भविष्यामः.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Smaha.
Yeah, the
भविष्यामः.
smaha is, yeah. Namita, Kiran, both. I want the we wala version also. This is the tricky one.
Sorry?
The we. We were there, we are here. This time reverse it. We were there, we are here, we will be where. That's your sentences.
What?
We were there. हम वहां थे.
हाँ.
We are here. हम यहाँ हैं. We will be where? Question mark.
Okay.
Vayam,
No, wait. Vayam is
Vayam,
correct.
Vayam tatra asam. Asma.
Asma.
Vayam tatra asma.
Hmm.
Vayam atra
Atra
smaha.
Smaha.
Vayam tatra
Bhavishyamaha.
bhavishyamaha.
Kutra.
Kutra. Where will we be?
Vayam kutra. Yeah. That's
Vayam kutra bhavishyamah.
sentence, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll do that whole sentence thing, all possible combinations. Aham asam, aham asmi, aham bhavishyami. Bhavan asam, bhavan asit, bhavan asti, bhavan bhavishyati, bhavan astu. Bhavati asit, bhavati asti, bhavati bhavishyati, bhavati astu. Sah asit, sah asti, sah bhavishyati, sah astu. Sa asit, sa asti, sa bhavishyati. Vayam asma, vayam asa, vayam smaha, vayam bhavishyamah. Bhavantah asan, bhavantah santi, bhavantah bhavishyanti. Bhavatyah asan, bhavatyah santi, bhavatyah bhavishyanti. Te asan, te santi, te bhavishyanti. Tah asan, tah santi, tah bhavishyanti. I forgot. Bhavan santu and bhavantah santu, bhavatyah santu. These are all the possible 40 sentences that can be made from this. Idu memorize ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
He's telling you.
No, now you have to recite. Later you have to memorize.
Aham asam, aham asmi, aham bhavishyami. Then plural next.
Whichever way you.
Okay. Then vayam asam, vayam asma, vayam smaha, vayam bhavish, not vayam bhavishyamaha. Then bhavan, bhavan okay, bhavan only, right? Bhavan asam, bhavan asmi.
Not asmi asam. Bhavan is, look at the color.
Sorry. Bhavan is asit.
Asit.
Asit. Asit. Bhavan asti. Bhavan bhavishyati. And bhavan astu.
Perfect.
Then bhavantaha asan, bhavantaha santi, bhavantaha bhavishyanti, bhavantaha santu.
Awesome.
And the rest will be.
No, finish it.
Okay. Bhavati will be same, right? I mean, we don't need to repeat it.
Yeah.
And it is saha asit, saha asit, saha asti, saha bhavishyati. Then te asan, te santi, te bhavishyanti. Then it is sa.
Same with sa also. Same with
sa.
taha also.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will see here that even though the pronoun is changing, the verb itself is not changing except for the first person. Whatever is applicable to aham is one set of words. Everybody else has the same set of words used interchangeably for everyone. Okay. Now this is one of those things which, just like yesterday's kri dhatu, you have no choice but to memorize and get it into your system. Once you get it right, all forms of sentences become really simple. Okay. So we can do more practice, or we can learn one new concept. Which one do you want?
What is a new concept?
It's plurals of proper nouns.
No, thank you. We'll practice. Unless
Because
thereby
if
want
you
to
want
learn
to
something.
say, no, wait. If you want to say te santi, okay, te tatra santi, you want to say. What does that mean? Te tatra santi?
ते तत्र सन्ति.
Where have you
Oh.
guys gone?
No. Tatra. Tatra is there.
You guys are there?
Yeah, you guys are there.
Hmm.
That's te tatra santi. Okay. But if you want to say boys are there, or girls are there, or mangoes are there, or trees are there, or rivers are there, you know the word for all of this. You know, one is phalam, the other is vrikshaha, the other is nadi. Okay. But they are no longer vrikshaha, nadi, or phalam. They are the plural versions of it. Right? You can't say boy is there when you want to say boys are there, right? So a plural of these words are also essential. And there are 4 simple rules to learn for plurals.
Okay, so okay, this is plurals of girl, boy,
Words,
and things, right?
non-pronouns, not pronouns, but nouns.
Already plural, no.
Allappa, vriksham, phalam,
Ah.
adake.
So I'm going to get rid of this from the screen now. But I
Prune.
will give you a version of this which I have written already. You will get access to this just like yesterday. These two are here with me. Okay. But let us talk of 3 rules that are applicable. Okay. One is if I want to say balakah. What does this mean?
Boy.
It's a
Balak.
boy. Yeah.
Boy.
If I see an aha at the end of a singular word, I know for a fact that it's a boy. Okay. If I see
And
a
if it
word,
ends with
wait.
Ah.
There is this. What is this?
Balika.
Balika.
Girl.
Girl.
Yeah. Observe how there is no visarga at the end of this. We don't say balikaha. We say balika. Okay. And then I also want to say that this word nadi, which is ending with badi e, the dirgha e, right? This is also a female word. Okay. For boy, I'm only giving you one version, which is balakaha. But for girl, I'm giving you 2, because you will observe naturally that about 70% of names which are female names or female words are ending with a, and the remaining 30% end in e. There are obvious exceptions to this. Even in boys, you might have words like harihi or guruhu. These are not ending in a, they are ending in e and u. Okay. But these are so rare that we are not going to spend a lot of time learning the rules for these, although rules are there for them also. Okay. And then there is this phalam. This is the neutral gender. Yeah. This is neither male nor female. So the plural for a male name is basically going to be adding a additional a to the end. So balakah becomes balakah. Balakaha is the plural of balakah. So if these
Too
are
many words.
singulars, sorry,
Too many words. Balka means
a
Yeah.
lot of boys. Don't say too many, say many. Okay. Then what is the way to write many girls?
Balika.
Same, balikaha. So you might remember sa had become taha from previously. The aha is the sort of change that we do. Not a good example. I'm just saying when you see a followed by a visarga, typically it means you're talking about a plural. Okay? Not necessarily, but usually. What does nadi become? Nadi becomes nadyah. Okay? Try saying it. If you want to add an aha at the end, what will it sound like? Nadi, nadiyaha, nadiyaha. So the e and a sort of softly join together to become a y sound. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
And phalam becomes phalani. This is it. These are the rules. Balakaha becomes balakaha. Balika becomes balikaha. Nadi becomes nadyah. Phalam becomes phalani. And these rules you can apply across words. Okay? So let me ask you some now. Some male names. Vrikshaha becomes
Vriksha.
Vrikshaha.
vrikshaha. If I want to say dog, I say
Shwanaha.
shwanaha becomes
Shwanaha.
shwanaha. So if I want to say dogs were there, how would you say it?
Dogs were there.
Shwana.
Swana.
Tatra
Yeah.
asti ala. Asan.
Awesome.
She's looking at the book.
And
Okay, cool. So shwanaha is becomes shwanaha. So if I say gajaha, that means one elephant, and I want to say where is the elephant?
Elephant or elephants?
Elephant, singular. Where is the elephant?
Gajaha.
Putra.
Putra.
Hmm.
Asti.
Yeah.
Asti.
Gajaha kutra asti.
Hmm.
Okay.
Putra-
But if I say, if I want to say where are the elephants?
Hmm.
Gajaha.
Gajaha
Kutra.
kutra.
Samaha. Samaha.
No. That's maha is for
Santi.
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 Santi. Gajaha kutra santi is where are the elephants? Yeah?
God.
Why? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If I want to say cat, what would I say?
Marjara.
Marjaraha.
Marjaraha. If I want to say cats are here,
Marjara.
That is Kannada.
Marjaraha.
Marjaraha. Atra.
marjaraha, cats.
Ha.
Jaraha.
Atra santi.
Awesome. Namita is in a roll. Marjaraha. I will not tell that joke I told you and Rakshit here. What is this?
Student.
Chhatra. A student.
Chhatra is student. Yeah? Where is the student?
Class. Where is the student?
Nirbhay, you say.
Krut.
Kutra. A student is. Chhatra kutra asti.
Yeah. Nirbhay, you tell where are the students? Plural. लिखा तो तुमने होगा नहीं कि लिखा है
नहीं अभी तो नहीं लिख रहा मैं सोचा आप भेजिएगा तो मैं बाद में
तो आपको लिखना भी होता है खुद से चलो कोई नहीं मैं आपको बताता हूँ स्क्रीन में इधर है
छात्राः कुत्र सन्ति
ठीक है ना छात्राः कुत्र सन्ति करेक्ट
Yes, sir.
अब let's take a few okay I'll take one more male word
Darnell.
वैद्यः which is
doctor.
doctor. Okay, where is the doctor? Past.
Vaidya kutra asti?
Vaidya kutra asti. Where are the doctors?
Vaidya kutra
Yeah.
santi?
Vaidya.
Vaidyaha kutra santi. Okay, now let us look at some girl names. Let's use Mala, means a garland. Okay, what's the plural for Mala?
Malaha?
Malaha kutra santi. Malaha atra santi. Mala atra asti. Mala kutra asti. Right? This is the simplest one. You add the aha to the end and it becomes a sentence. Yeah? Now, here is an interesting word and the implications of that. What is the plural of chhatra? Chhatra is a girl student, yes?
Yeah, sir.
The plural of chhatra would be
Chhatra.
Chatraha.
chhatraha. Chhatraha kutra santi. Now, how do I know? Because the plural of
male and-
chhatra is also chhatra.
Yeah.
The
male and
plural of chhatraha is also chhatraha.
Yes.
Chhatraha ka plural jo hai is also chhatraha by this rule.
ठीक है.
The plural of chhatra is also chhatraha. Correct? So when you write only this word like this in plural,
could mean male or female.
No മനസ്സിലായില്ല.
how do you know it's the plural of chhatraha and therefore, or it is the plural of chhatra, therefore it is chhatra?
एक फीमेल एक मेल है, इतना ही डिफरेंस है ना?
हाँ, इतना ही difference है. आगे चल के you will observe that once I get rid of this, no, you'll observe that you have similar issues when you're dealing with a Vaidya who is a female doctor. ठीक है? Or a Gaja which is a female elephant. So when I say Gajaha, it could be the plural of either Gajaha or Gaja. This one happens to be Gaji, by the way. So it is simpler.
But does it matter? Because the past present of this is gender agnostic, right?
Exactly.
तो तुम
It doesn't matter.
संति बोल सकते
So
हो.
you have to guess from the context and pronouns, if any. So if I say te chhatraha kutra santi, then I'm talking about
Male.
boys,
How do
boy
you
students.
Hey.
Te.
आते
I said te chhatraha kutra santi. But if I say taha chhatraha kutra santi, then you know I'm talking
Girls.
about the girl students. Yeah? Remember this, Namita. Te
Hello.
and taha.
Fine, but why are you adding te and taha there in
तो
front?
मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना वो बच्चे कहाँ हैं, वो स्टूडेंट्स कहाँ हैं.
Okay. Got
Okay.
it. Mm-hmm.
So depending on the context only we can guess, and without it we'll not be able to guess. If it is important, context will be given. If it is not, it's okay. We don't always know from context anyway. I mean with words anyway. Okay, Gaika is a singer and the plural is Gaikaha. Okay. Now Nadi is Nadyaha. Let us try a few more. If I say Nartaki, which is a female dancer, the plural of this would be
Nartakya.
Nartakyah. Nartaki becomes Nartakyah. Yes?
Hmm.
We'll write a few more words and then write their plurals also. If I have already said this, so I'll write it here. The plural of Gajaha, sorry, female of Gajaha is called a Gaji. Okay? A young woman is called a
Yuvati.
Yuvati. A sister is called a
Bhagini.
Bhagini.
Hmm.
A mother is called a,
Janani.
okay. Why people will have a plural of Janani, I don't know. But if we want to use mothers in that context, so plural of Nartaki would be
Nartakyah.
Nartakyaha. Gaji would be
Gajyah.
Gajyaha. It sounds very insulting, but see, it's what it is. Yuvati,
Yuvatyah.
Yuvatyaha. So when we have this, no, we stress a little more on this letter.
Yeah.
The half letter we stress a little long. So Yuvatyaha better would be to say Yuvatyaha. So the one before that, the ver, we stress a little more. So it's Yuvatyaha. Then Bhagini becomes
Bhaginyah.
Bhaginyaha. Janani becomes
Jananyah.
Jananyaha. Yes? Is this making sense? Simple basic rules.
Yeah.
So phalam becomes phalani. Like that, if I say pushpam, pushpam becomes
Pushpani.
pushpani. Jalam,
Jalani.
Janani. Amma.
waters. Patram means
Newspaper.
Prani.
patra can mean either a paper or a leaf. Typically a leaf. It's a so tad patra जो हम बोलते हैं. It is the talioli. That. Okay. Phalam we have talked about. There is another word for jalam called toyam. That's toyani and so on. So it ends with ani. Yeah. Now you might ask, why, oh, why is this guy a boy and this one is a neutral? There is no answer to it, except because this is how convention is. There is no rule to it. You just have to learn it. It for the first time, this is much simpler coming for North Indians, significantly more difficult for South Indians, because for us, mostly living beings are the only ones to whom we assign genders. If they are not living, we typically don't assign a gender to them. In North, in Hindi specifically, you hear and Marathi also, you hear a lot of table can be male or female, kursi can, because there is no neutral gender in Hindi. You will see everything, every object is either a male or a female. Okay, the very idea seems so alien to us as South Indians, but in Sanskrit, sometimes it feels almost randomly. Things are assigned a gender or not, and you don't know why. It is just convention. You could be speaking Sanskrit for years and years, and on that day you realize, oh damn, this word actually was male, and I've been using it as a neutral gender all along. Looking at you, Ruchika, today. Okay, so this is it. This is the rules for plurals. So now you can assign all sorts of words their plurals. And with this, we have a way to say, if I want to say, okay, now let's see. If I want to say, dogs are running. This is, we are trying to bring in day one and day two also now here. If I want to say, dogs are running.
Shvanaha.
Shwanaha.
Dhavanam kurvanti.
Awesome! Oh my God!
Yeah.
Navita, full points. 2 extra points for you. 1 brownie also I get you tomorrow because I can't give you brownie points. Okay. Dogs. Okay, let's frame a small set of sentences now. Okay. I was there. There were dogs. Dogs were running. I was there. Dogs were there. Dogs were running.
Aham. Aham tatra asam. Aham tatra asam.
Uh-huh.
What's the second English? I was there. Dogs were running.
Dogs were there. Dogs were running.
Shwanaha tatra asti.
Plural. Shwanaha.
Shwanaha tatra asti.
Asti kadu. Look, plural.
Santi, santi.
Shwanaha tatra santi.
Dogs. Or Shwanaha tatra
Santi.
santi. Shwanaha davanam kurvanti. No,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
they were, no, past it is.
Oh, they were. Okay.
Then it is Shwana Kritavantah.
Shwanaha dhavanam kritavantah. Ruchika, pass.
Yes.
7 crore.
Do bolo.
7 crore points. Okay, your turn, Kiran. Cats were there. Dogs are here.
Oh God.
Humans will be where?
Who let the dogs out? Yeah.
Who let the dogs out?
Dogs were there. Cats are here.
No, cats.
Humans will be where?
Cats are here.
Cats were there.
Cats were there.
Dogs are here. Humans will be where? This combines everything that we have learned.
Cats were there. Marjaraha.
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 Hmm. Marjaraha. Tatra.
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 Tatra. Aspen. No.
Ha.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Marjaraha tatra asan.
Hmm.
Now dogs are here.
No. Dogs are here.
Okay. Shwanaha. Atra. Santi. Santi.
Yes.
And Manushyaha. I don't know whether that's the word or not.
That's okay.
It
You
is,
use
it
that
is.
word. Use
It
the
is.
word, but humans.
Manushyaha.
Putra bhavishyanti.
Kutra bhavishyanti.
Now we are talking.
Yeah.
Nirbhay Singh.
Yes, sir.
Tayyar?
Yes, sir.
I was there. You are here. She is where? No, will be. I was there. You are here. She is where?
Sir, I need to look at this.
इसलिए मैंने एक ही पेज में डाला है सारा.
I was there. Aham. Asam. Aham. I was there. Tatra aham. Tatra asam. And I was there. मैं उसके बाद क्या था सर?
I was there. You are here. She is where? ये डेट की बात हो रही है बेसिकली.
अच्छा, अहम तत्र आसम, भवान, he was here. She was here, no?
You are here.
You were here. भवान
Hmm.
अत्र
Hmm.
अस्ति।
Mm-hmm.
इसके बाद क्या था सर?
तुमको तो पहले दूसरा मेमोरी प्रॉब्लम है, वो ट्रांसलेशन का प्रॉब्लम बाद में सॉल्व करते हैं. शी इज वेयर.
She is where. सा
हम्म
कुत्र
हम्म
सा कुत्र अस्ति।
अब पूरे बिना फंबल के एक बार में बोलो, एक सेंटेंस में.
अहम तत्र आसम, भवान भवान अत्र अस्मि,
अस्ति.
सा
भवान इज
कुत्र
अस्ति.
सा कुत्र अस्ति।
हाँ, बट भवान जो है अत्र अस्मि नहीं, अस्ति.
अस्ति है, भवान अत्र अस्ति।
ओके, ऑलराइट पीपल, गुड जॉब. I'm gonna stop sharing and I will send you the notes for this. And that is the end of day 4. So now we know in singular and plural, in past, present, future, and imperative, in first, second, and third person, how some people do certain things and how some people exist. Singulars and plurals of proper nouns are also clear. You should literally be able to make hundreds of sentences with this. Okay. What we will do now is we are going to send you a homework written in English. Take your time, write it down if you have to in Sanskrit, and then send it back as a spoken audio note. Okay. The same things that we did. We are here, dogs are where, cats will be here. We'll do some meaningful story and send it to you. And hopefully, in doing that, you will be able to figure out how a lot of spoken Sanskrit is possible. I'm going to stop recording now.